Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Also, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us his truth, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Hey, back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Just with a quick spiritual observation, being that we're prophesying through the spirit, the downfall of this man's Esau Edom's kingdom. I'm looking at all the reasons why he's about to fail. Now, ultimately, we know he's going to fail because the Lord said so. The Lord wrote this story, and we're just prophesying the words that the Lord told us to say concerning this man going into captivity and his kingdom falling, man. But it's so many reasons, man. If you look at just what they're doing in society, we don't have to get too deep in this lesson, but the whole alphabet community, the whole do what you want, the whole folly is set in great dignity. That's kind of what I want to touch on in relation to what this guy is about to say. So this dude right here was a freaking Nick was a sniper in the army for the Rangers, and for from what I understand, he seems to be pretty elite at what he was doing. I don't think he's in the military anymore, but he got a lot of confirmed kills, and just an elite sniper, man. And I'll let the video play, and then we'll touch on it.
Highest pay. What do you guys make? At my highest pay, we were broke. Me and my wife, we was making like 30. My highest pay, 35,000, maybe about 35,000. You're being sent over into foreign territory, defending the freedom of all of us. And at your highest pay, you were making $35,000 a year? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, before I became my highest rank, E5, like E3, I was deploying as an E3 and E4. We were making less than that, 20-some thousand. We would break down to how much we were getting paid per hour, and it was way below minimum wage.
And there it is. That's the point, man. And and the reason why I'm bringing this out, man, if you don't know, this is Exodus 15 and verse 3. The Lord Yahweh, okay, is a man of war. Right? The Lord Yahweh is his name. All right. So Yahweh is a man of war. And of course, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh in the name Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Lord is a man of war. And if you are not a complete dummy, a complete idiot, you should know it is by the blood, sweat, and tears of the men that have fought these wars in different regions for centuries is the reason why a society is able to stand. So, here in Babylon the Great, and we are aware of how they attained this land that we're on, okay, through war, okay. And every nation, no matter what the nation is, they always had to go to war. We take it back, to ancient Egypt on up to now, man. It was always the war that formed and built, nations and societies, man. And the Lord, we're learning in the Bible that the Lord is a man of war. And I say that to say war is very important to the Lord. If not, then he would do away with it. Now, when it's all said and done, all this war stuff is going to be done away with, but we got a lot of war to go before we get to that point. It ain't over with, and it's some real heavy shit that's coming down the pipeline. A World War III, we're prophesying this through the spirit. But the whole point of why it resonated with my spirit. I've been to Iraq 3 times before I was 21 or 22, so I'm familiar with the pay and how it goes. And like that guy was saying, man, at his highest, he was, probably no more than 40,000 a year. Now take that as this guy actually deploying, actually doing real war stuff, real world stuff, being put in harm's way, actually dropping people, okay, getting shot at, blown up, seeing his friends die, etc. A real warrior versus these guys that just look like warriors, i.e. the sports players. So I Googled real quick, lowest paid NFL player. I don't know who the hell these guys are. Andre, whatever, CJ, Revenell. I don't know who they are. I could care less. Says they are among the lowest paid NFL players, each earning roughly 200,000 freaking dollars a year. And that's like the minimum, of these professional athletes, what they get paid a year. Here you got the entire, military getting paid crumbs in comparison to this. Now, we always had the mentality when we were over there, and we were getting pissed about the contractors coming over there making a killing. Hell, my dad came over there. My dad was in Iraq for real during the invasion, but he got out, came back as a contractor. No real issue with my pops, doing that. But it was so many suckers out there, women and shit. In '07, they were just out there thinking that the war was over, and they was making a killing. I can't give you the numbers, but they was definitely damn near clearing 100,000 a year, man, by doing a little bit of nothing while we were actually on our deployment in harm's way. And if you think I'm lying, I was in Iraq in '07, and check this out. I Google, which I already know, the deadliest year of the Iraq War. It says 2007 was the deadliest year for U.S. soldiers in the Iraq War. I was there, and again, it was taken as a joke after a certain point, after the invasion, after years go by. People started to not really care about the warriors and about the real world situation that's going on out there. They're just chasing the bag. That's all they care about. You think they're coming to Iraq to try to make a huge difference or anything like that? No, they was coming to Iraq, those contractors I'm talking about, to get the bag, to get the money. So a lot of our deployments were kind of downplayed by this society. And then the reason why I brought that out in relation to Esau Edom and what we're prophesying, the fact that this man's kingdom is getting ready to crumble, and it's because of shit like this. Look at how this man treats his actual real warriors, the ones that actually protect the safety, quote unquote, of the people here, the inhabitants of Babylon the Great, the USA. Look at how they treat them. They're beat down, battered and bruised, underpaid, and we always had the mentality when that was going on with those contractors, seeing how much money they were making. We had conversation amongst ourselves. We didn't even want to get paid more money. We was just like, man, just pay them less. How you think I feel through the spirit about the sports players? We're not asking for much more because we understand, you know what, we're in our captivity. We don't, we're thankful, and if we need, we will convey that to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But for the most part, we are aware that we're in our captivity to this very day. So we're just like, man, why does this man pay these guys so much? Why does the some of the worst sports players, on the professional teams get paid, twice as much as a special forces operator? And then we could talk, I mean, even, at the highest level, man, some of these tier 1 units, they're not getting paid to even close to this. And I'm sure there's a little bit more money, involved as you go up, in those tiers. But at the end of the day, they're not making nearly as much money as a fucking TikToker is today. Some of these TikTokers, social media influencers, rappers, etc., and especially those sports players, man. So that's a huge problem, man. And it shows you where this man Esau Edom's where his heart at. It's all about folly, man. They put so much money, time, effort into building a folly here in the United States, man, and we do understand why. Why do you think that is? Why do you think they're paying the soldiers so little and paying the sports players so much, man? Well, it's to keep the people distracted. That bread and circus, man. Hey, just like ancient Rome and ancient Greece, man, those big stadiums and things like that. It's the same thing this very day, man. All right, they need the bread and circus, to keep the people docile, to keep them, just enough, right? Even if a person, a Babylonian, all right, an American is kind of struggling, they hate their job, man, they give them that bread and circus, that Sunday night football or whenever the fuck it comes on, man, Monday night football, and it's just enough. All right, the trash ass TV that a lot of our women watch, the reality TV so called, it's just enough to keep them distracted from what's really going on, which the soldiers know what's really going on. The Marines, the sailors, they know what's really going on in the world and know that it ain't sweet, and know that it's a lot of conflict that's getting ready to happen. The majority of the people here, they don't give a fuck. Think about it, they're able to club. Our women are able to be whores, everyone's able just to play because of the bravery, all right, and of these men that fought these wars, man. You're able to, to get on a fucking TikTok, all right, and talk all your shit because these men stand ready to, do violence on behalf of Babylon the Great, man. While you guys were over here partying, stomping the yard in college, or whoop de whoop de whoop. And man's going to other Lord. No disrespect to my brothers that didn't go, but man's going to other Lord. Hey, the Lord chose certain men to go over there and see that. It is what it is. We're not going to feel ashamed about it at all, especially as it relates to the will of the Lord. You guys were over here fucking playing around while those guys were, in the middle of the night kicking indoors, dodging IEDs, getting blown the fuck up, seeing men, women, and children pass away right in front of them, their friends pass away right in front of them, while everyone over here is playing. And again, the Lord is a man of war, man. So this is near and dear to the Lord, and he gonna do something about it on behalf of, the men. Even Esau Edom, man. Even Esau Edom. There's a difference with, there's like differences. They were all created to be the wicked nation, Esau, Edom. There's still little differences in them. You got the funny boys. Not all the Edomites are funny boys like that, participating in the alphabet community. You still got some real deal warriors. You got to remember that the Lord blessed this man with the sword, and it's some real deal men that wield that sword on an elite level. They don't play no games about being a warrior, show themselves as men. It's just, they got the short end of the stick as relates to them being Edomites. But, other than that, they show themselves to be men, all right, can work with any other man of any nation and get shit done, man. All right. And because of that, and because you see this huge push for equality, quote unquote, and it ain't really equality that they're pushing. They're really trying to push the woman above the man here. You see that that's a sign. All right. So them wearing out their soldiers, man, wearing out their military personnel, their morale is low, they're underpaid. When they get out, they're all fucked up. It's very difficult to get, adequate treatment and things as it relates to the VA. And that's all these issues. Then the homelessness that happens with the veterans. You got real deal combat veterans that really, gave it up for Babylon the Great, and they're out there sleeping on the fucking streets of California, Atlanta, Detroit, all these places, man. And then you got these game playing ass niggas, getting on TikTok doing prank videos, making upwards to $1 million, clearing $1 million fucking dollars a year and up, man. Drewski type niggas, big comedian ass, clown ass niggas, what that other boy name? DC Young Fly, just a clown, a buffoon, man, as far as what he projects, man, and the real deal, it doesn't get taken care of over here. So that's a sign of a kingdom, all right, a society that's about to crumble. When you start to put these women on the pedestal, and I'm watching the recruitment videos, and it's just woman after woman, and they're just blasting and plastering the women, and as it relates to society, how they're trying to, toxic masculinity, you can't be a real man nowadays in Babylon the Great. Well, that's going to cause huge fucking problems real fast, and they already have a recruitment issue. They're not going to blast it, of course, because they don't want the enemy to know just how bad it is, but they don't have the numbers to fight no major conflict with anybody. I'm referring to Babylon the Great, the so-called United States of America. They're not ready for no huge engagement, no long drawn out war. They got a few warriors left. The warriors that are still in there wore the fuck out. All right, the veterans, they're wore out, and it's just a bunch of bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kids in there now, man. And you see the state of the military now. It's kind of weird, man. A lot of girls, a lot of TikTok videos, a lot of weak ass dudes in there, and that's a sign, man, that they're gonna lose. All right, so when this World War III pops off, that we're prophesying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, these reasons, man, it's gonna be a shit show. We prophesying through the spirit, possibly. Oh, or draft is coming. Hey, there's military personnel, there's veterans that see the same thing. They see it coming. They see a draft coming, and they'll get veterans. They'll get called back into service. And definitely young men to a certain age men, and guess what? They're gonna fucking draft women too. So it doesn't matter who the president is. It doesn't matter. This place is going down, and all these things are a sign that this place is a joke, man. Let me get this and let me let's go to Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6. And it reads, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place, man. All right. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon earth. And that's, the difference between Jacob and Esau. Right now we're supposed to be, rich and kings and running the earth, but we're in that low place, and they're sitting high upon their high horse. But the whole point is that folly here, definitely in Babylon the Great, and as well as throughout the earth, but here more than ever, man, folly is set in great dignity. And you see that by what they're paying, or the lack thereof, what they're paying their real warriors, man, and how much they're giving to the fake warriors. Got the same skill set, other than the whole life or death situation. The professional athletes, their stature, their strength, there's a certain level of intellect that has to be executed in relation to learning those plays at that elite level. And I'm definitely in the military, but here you see the lowest paid man, and that's the lowest paid, right? Some of the lowest paid was upwards to 200,000, and they probably sit on the damn bench, probably don't ever even get in the game. Do you understand me? Just really marinate on that though. Or meditate on that. This motherfucker sits on the bench, don't even get in the game, and he's clearing $200,000, while you got men going out every night, every day, getting shot at, shooting shit, conducting real world situations, humanitarian stuff, engaging with foreign nations, making all type of differences, man. Shit that really make a difference, shit that really affects, your day to day here. And they're getting paid crumbs in relation to that. That's a serious problem, isn't it? That's a serious problem. It's sick. To be honest, that is sick. You got those entertainers, man, getting paid all of that money. And then as you start to see these things and you start to put it all together, you really have to hearken to the words of Yahweh Bahashim Mahawashah and what the Lord is trying to teach our people, that hey, this is not our rest, and that this has to be this wicked man, that has polluted the whole earth. This has to be Babylon the Great, this great whore. How do you pay? And then other nations do it too, but this is the queen, man, the queen of that bullshit, or that folly set in great dignity. It's just a bunch of mess, and I don't even want to get into what's really going on in society and just how lost they are. People think they're trees, man. People want to marry trees, man. Animals and shit like that. They're completely lost, completely confused, completely weak. And again, it is what it is, man. We're not gonna sit here and wait around too much longer, man. All right, the Lord gonna make a move, and it's gonna be the tribulation, and it's gonna go and go and go until the Lord reveals itself, man. All right, and it's gonna be a dreadful day, very terrifying, man. So hey, knowing these things, seeing how much this motherfucker is playing and how much the Lord is not, hey, you gotta be circumspect. You gotta put your faith in Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashai. Do the things that's required of you, man, and the Lord is gonna provide a way for us to get through all of this, man. But make no mistake about it, World War III coming. That mark of the beast is coming, man. And hey, everybody else is really distracted, man. All right, they are, and it's because of that motherfucking entertainment. That's the biggest thing that keeps people distracted, is the folly. All right, the music, the bread and circus, the food, and everything in between. But again, why do you think they're paying them that amount of money? Why do you think they're building these $1 billion stadiums? It's all to keep the people, it's entertainment, for the elite on down. But it really, psychological operation to keep the people, happy, and the thing about it, man, Lord willing, maybe I'll do another video. I forgot, but it's been a whole lot of fights this season. I haven't been watching football. I could care less, man. I'm trying to go home. It is what it is. I'm just not into it. As you know, right now, I'm just not into it. It's really pissed. The athletes, they're really pissing me off. I don't need to watch. I'm just on that right now. I don't want to watch grown ass men, perform at this level while we're slowly fucking dying, bodies decaying. We're getting old. We're mentally stressed the fuck out, and we're making pennies, and we're trying to serve the Lord to the best of our ability, mind you. I don't need to see the damn NFL players. I'm good. But I've been seeing like news articles, man, and it happens every year. These motherfuckers are crazy. The sports fan, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, Esau eating big on that shit, but Jake be right there too, painting his face, going crazy at tailgating, and they're fighting. Right, and you see the spirit of division when it comes to this fake ass shit. Here you got these made up ass teams, made up colors and all this old shit, mascots and symbols and shit, and people are willing to damn near lay their life down about these teams, man. They will come to blows, man. I've been watching countless videos of people just coming to blows. Oh, Dallas Cowboys versus whoever. The fans will take it to the streets and really throw hands about it, man, to the point where I definitely believe if they're gone enough mentally, they'll put you to sleep about their sports team. That's a serious fucking problem. That's that folly set in great dignity here in Babylon the Great. Is sick. All right, you a grown ass man. Do what you want if you serve Yahweh Shema Hawashai, long as it's not transgressing the law. So you watch as much sports as my brothers. Y'all like football. Watch as much as you want, long as you serving the Lord. But if you be a man, okay, and you're not serving the Lord to the best of your ability, you're not calling upon Yahweh Shema Hawashai, and you following these niggas, boy, you a weirdo. You know their stats, boy, you a weirdo. You know what I mean? Boy, you a weirdo. How you not serving Yahweh Shema Hawashai, but you a man fan? Cause come on, let's just keep it real. If you're not serving the Lord and you following these niggas, you a man fan. There's something in my spirit that won't let me be a fan of a man, other than admiration of, our heritage and the brothers that are part of that heritage. Fucking man fan. Let me be 30 something years old, and let me go to this game with my wife and bring her to this sausage fest, and let me wear another nigga name on my back. That's weirdo shit. You're a weirdo. And again, do what you want to do, man. I don't care, bro. I don't care about you. I don't fucking watch football. I don't need to. I'm over it. But it's no issue really if you want to do that. But I'm just saying, if you're not serving the Lord and you do know all these stats, and just know what's going on a daily basis, just completely. And my family is there. I mean, come on, the majority of aunties, uncles, cousins, it's all they talk about when these seasons come, especially that football. They're obsessed, especially in the South. College, oh man, it's just as intense. They're just as like in a stupor with college ball, if not damn near more than the NFL, man. Hey, when the football season come around, people are in a stupor. Guess what, you idiots? It's by design. That's why they plaster these guys like they do, man. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And through the spirit, I've been putting curses upon all this folly shit, because I'm just trying to figure out, in righteousness, how we supposed to be in captivity, and these niggas, are walking like gods on earth. They got the stature, they got the strength, they got the beauty, they got the money, they got the women, okay? They got the fame, the fortune. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Are these the sons of Yahweh, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, or what? Because it sure looked like it. So I've been putting up curses, man, because I'm just done. I can't take it no more. I'm just sick of it. And a lot of things have been happening through the spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, in relation to, the faith that I have, that the Lord is going to justify us, and he's going to, give us glory. We just got to be patient. But one thing about it, we can be patient, man. But I don't know what to say about, these guys continuing to prosper and not serving the Lord. That's the issue. Okay. We're not, the Lord taught us this. All right. Not to covet. So we don't covet. I don't covet, but I am righteously jealous. How could I be a liar? The Lord himself said he was a jealous power. So you think little old me finna front? Nah, nigga, I'm righteously jealous. Who the hell are these niggas in this NFL looking like God, swole as fuck, and the camera's always zooming in on their muscles and their ass, right? And I learned that from a female, man. Traumatized me when I was watching one of them. I'm from the GA, man. In my captivity, watching one of them Falcons game with two females, and man, you already know what the conversation was. I'm talking about every play, every time one of the niggas get plastered on, they're showing their face. Oh, he's thick. Oh, look at number 45. Damn. Oh, number 22, a little skinny. Like it just never stopped, man. So you just think about that and wonder why women are so obsessed with sports. First and foremost, they're just as stupid as anybody else. They're the weaker vessel, so they're in a stupor. Some of the women actually like sports and kind of follow it and kind of know what's going on. But boy, stop. You think the majority of them are watching it because of that? Absolutely not. They're watching it because these guys look like gods. As especially being that they're Israelites, mostly on that football field, man. They're watching it because they want to see, those men. There's been times you think when I watch there's times that I watch softball and volleyball. Do you think I understand completely volley? Obviously it's not that complicated, but I don't know the ins and out of volleyball. The reason why I watch volleyball and softball. Yeah, it's probably the same reason that the women are watching fucking football. They got a lot of beautiful women and they be out there shaped the fuck up. You know what I mean? Very shapely. It be some thick Edomite girls out there on that softball field, and they wind that ball up. Tennis. You know what I mean? Love it. Not gonna lie. So you brothers out there that got wives and girlfriends that say they love sports and shit. You just be circumspect and keep in mind, man, how them niggas look, and then you look at yourself and see maybe maybe you want to cut back on this a little bit, this sports watching shit, and take your ass outside and exercise. Here you are, and it happens a lot, man. I'm gonna leave my brothers alone, man, but you think about like just a lazy ass Israelite man on the couch that's a man fan, paint his face, ready for the game, got his snacks and shit ready, belly sticking out with his wife and they're watching that. Imagine you like in that moment when she's seeing these guys plastered on this TV, strong as hell, looking like warriors, okay? And then she look over and look at your ass. Mm. Boy, we have to get out of here, man. And that's hey, man. It's so many. I know I went off on that, man. Kind of all over the place, but this is why the sons of Yahweh, the hopeful sons of Yahweh, all right, are desiring to get out of here. First and foremost, we want to be pardoned for our transgressions, and after that, we want the glory under Yahweh Shai, man, in our respective orders. We want to be this. We really want to be this. So the Lord has taught us the process. Great sacrifice is required. All right. For lack of better words, utilizing the sacrifice that Yahweh made, and that means we have to be obedient to what he commanded us to do. Hey, you love him, feed his sheep. You love him, keep his commandments. All right. And that's a part of acknowledging that the Lord sacrificed, and there's also sacrifices daily that we have to make. We have to go without things. We have to fast often. We have to keep the holy days to the best of our ability. We have to rehearse the righteous acts, and we have to actually practice what we preach. Go out on the highways and byways, internet highways and byways. We say these things, we teach these things, but ultimately we have to live what we're saying, and we're going to be tested here pretty soon, and it's going to require great faith. But if we maintain frame and do exhibit the amount of faith that the Lord wants to glorify his name, boom, we'll be out of here. We'll get the real glory. Those guys, whenever the hell they make it back to the kingdom, when they're born in the kingdom, because they ain't gonna make it, all right, because they rich. And you know what the Lord said about a rich man, enter into the kingdom of heaven. They probably not gonna make it on this flight, man. All right. They're gonna be the least in the kingdom of heaven, man. So you just remember that and maintain your sanity. I'm talking to myself first and foremost. Gotta maintain my sanity because it's starting to really bite. I'm really getting sick of all the playing around and the fact that, I mean, just think about it. We just had our the Lord's Day of Atonement, and we kept it to the best of our ability. And come on, man, do you think that the rest of our nation, the majority of them, was keeping that with us through the Spirit? Absolutely not. They were playing, working, doing whatever, everything but serving the true power of Yahweh Shema Shai. They may think they're serving God and Jesus, and we told you, about this damn idol, all right? But when it comes to the true names, Yahweh, what Yahweh Shai, and what they commanded, our people weren't there. And you weren't there, Tyreek Hill. You weren't there on the Day of Atonement. You know what I mean? LeBron, you wasn't there. Your son, he wasn't there. You know, you niggas was you know, somewhere either partying or somewhere dribbling that damn ball again. Here we go again. Now we don't need to see this as Israelite, man. We're not you guys as entertainers. I'm not a monkey. You don't pay me money. You don't pay the Lord's men money, and we fucking dance and play. We can do the same shit those niggas do, especially with a little bit of training, and especially if we were blessed with that type of stature. All right. So we don't need to, you're not gonna pay me to tap dance like a monkey, because that's what it is. You're just a jester at the end of the day. You sports playing niggas, you entertainers, you niggas are just jesters. We're above that. Even now, even in our captivity, even in our low state, we're above that through the spirit of poverty. How about Shemal Shah? We get to our point, yeah, you niggas can dance for us. Go run and jump, nigga. Yeah, and I'm talking about our 2/3 brother. Go run and jump for us, nigga. That's what's coming, cause that's all, you know what I mean. That's all you good for anyway. You pretend, nigga. And like I said, I've been to a real war, homeboy. 3 times before I was 21, and we made fucking crumbs. I'm barely fucking surviving now. And you know what I mean? Why niggas again? You got these TikTok niggas. Okay, you see where I'm going. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm getting angry as I should, which means Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Shai is absolutely angry, and he's getting ready to judge this place. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.